time because they're doing work outside on my street. They're always doing work outside on my street. This week's poem is The Machine That Shook Itself to Bits. So here we go. There was a machine that shook itself to bits, and it was made in the image of man. It screeched and halted, whirred and hummed, smoked and sparked, but soon came unraveled. A shame. Its inventors knew not what they had unleashed, thinking that everything they had turned their hand to was for the good, one way or another, at least for profit. It stood as tall as a mountain and had many limbs, for grabbing and pointing direction and manipulating reality. It will surpass your dreams, they cried. Our future is bright, yelled one. And rosy, shouted another. Would it run forever? Yes. Would it do man's bidding forever, unlimited in space and time? Of course. It projected images of dreams that both created and satisfied desire. It chanted spells and made potions and whirled and spun and like a cat on LSD and made all the kinds of unlikely sounds that would have made a druid of monolithic times turn cold stone dead. Its muse was the curiosity of its inventors. For what can be done shall be done, no matter what the cost. And this old metallic hunt of Haggis had everything, and did everything, at faster than lightning speeds, and could record endless amounts of ideas and other stuff, forever and forever, and send it out again, into the ether, so quickly that the starlight itself vanished into its dark chasms. There were no brakes on the machine, no off button, no jolly red alarm button. It was meant to run until the sun itself vomited its red, yellow, and white mass to the very limits of the solar system. But instead it came apart at the seams, it seems, and shook itself to bits, very small bits. They were a great curiosity to insect mound builders and flying-beaked things who took the particles back to their nests and used them appropriately, perhaps more meaningfully than originally intended. And when the last bolt dropped and the last spring sprang and the last panel shuddered and fell and the smoke settled and the lights went dark and fluids drained everywhere and the shadow like the shadow of an octopus, there was no one to hear. Thank you for joining me this week. Good night.